So getting straight into this one then, the new RODE VideoMicro II unfortunately has the same problem as a couple of the other more recent RODE VideoMic type microphones, and that problem is it will definitely clip or distort the input on certain cameras and camcorders, such as the Sony ZV-1 that I've got here, which is really unfortunate because, as we all know, the Sony ZV-1 is quite a popular vlogging camera. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is jump into this video example, and it's very self-explanatory and stuff, but before I do that, I'm just going to explain a couple of things. So what it is, the output from this microphone and other more recent RODE video type microphones, the output is far too loud. So what happens is, once the microphone picks up a loud signal, that translates into a louder voltage exiting the microphone. Now, when those peak voltages start hitting into the input stage or the 3.5mm mic inputs of particular cameras, such as a lot of the Sony stuff, and I'm fairly sure there's a lot of others out there that will have the same problem, that particular voltage that goes in, with the peak levels, it's too loud for the actual physical input of the camera. So with the likes of a ZV-1 and a whole bunch of other cameras, they will have a limiter in. Now that limiter is to actually protect the actual gain stage and not a limiter to protect the recording, because as we will see in the video, I don't go anywhere near the 0 mark for the recording. So there's no limiter actually protecting the 0 mark for the recording, and indeed the actual recording doesn't clip at all. But what it is with a microphone input on the likes of a ZV-1, it's got some self-protection in it. Now, unfortunately, like I've just explained, the peak loud bits that you will get introduce like a higher voltage. Now, when they hit into the input of particular camcorder inputs like this one for the microphones, it's just going to overload the microphone input, and that's before the actual record stage. Anyway, that's it kind of in a nutshell what's going on. I will do more videos about this, and at the end of the video there will be links in the description to the video here, taking you to other videos that I've done which showed, you know, the exact same problem happened on a couple of other RODE microphones. Anyways, as you will see in this video, this wasn't done to actually like kind of warn people about the actual microphone. I actually went into this video because I was dead excited to get the new RODE VideoMicro. Anyone who's familiar with me stuff will know that I'm a massive fan of the VideoMicro. It's my favorite vlogger microphone of all time. So I was really excited and really kind of like eager to get hold of this Mark II. But nonetheless, yes, it's not as good. Anyway, here's the example, and there's metering going on, so you can perfectly see exactly what's going on with the record levels. Alright, YouTube, it's me, David Harry, your favourite YouTuber and vlogger. And this definitely is not a picture test, because as we can see, it's really dark, and this Sony ZV-1 is going off its head, trying to gain up and stuff. In fact, yeah, that's going to be all jerky vision and stuff like that, because it's had to drop the shutter so low. Anyways, what I'm doing here is a quick preliminary test for the ZV-1 and the new RODE VideoMicro II. So this is awesome. I've been waiting for some time to see if RODE would do a refresh on the VideoMicro, since as they've been doing a whole bunch of mics over the last year or so and refreshing certain other microphones. I thought, are they going to do the VideoMicro? And yes, they have. So this is the Micro 2. Right, so what I'm doing here is just a real quick, just a quick test of it with the ZV-1. So what I'm doing right now is just giving myself a really quick example of what it sounds like in my usual noisy environment. And it has to be the noisy environment right now because it is way too dark to go into the park and stuff. So I can't go into the park, otherwise I'll be traipsing all over wildlife and stuff and all kinds of things, not knowing where I'm going. Anyway, so this should give me a really good idea anyway of my first initial kind of test and how does this sound. I mean, I will have to do certain things like compare it with the Micro 1 with a couple of different cameras, but I'll probably do a full video with the ZV-1, a full gamut to test them with it for vlogging. Also the Hero 11, might even try the Action 2 as well, that'll be cool, although I really like the Action 2 on its own anyway. But nonetheless, yes, this is going to give me a really good quick example of what this all sounds like. Now what I need to do is just wait for some traffic to come by, and I'll do a quick polar pattern test against the traffic. In fact, I'll do a quick polar pattern test right now. So that is me directly behind the microphone. I should have dropped off a bit there. That's one side of the microphone. Maybe I got a bit louder. Other side of the microphone should have been the same as the other side of the microphone, and then back around to the front again. Now oh, where's some traffic, so traffic directly behind me there, so we should be able to hear me because I'm in between the mic and the traffic. Now there's the traffic straight behind the microphone and the camera, so obviously I'm right in front of it, should be getting picked up really well. Now the other thing is here, this is basically a shotgun mic, very short kind of like interference tube for a shotgun microphone, but a shotgun nonetheless by the looks of it. I'm assuming that the bottom rear porting is where, or like the rear porting towards the back of the microphone, I'm fairly sure that's where the capsule is going to be sitting. So yeah, although it is going to be very directional, it will have a very small rear lobe as well, so basically a tiny pickup pattern behind it, which yeah will pick up stuff, but I think when someone's this close to it, I don't think that rear porting, especially outdoors, or that rear lobe especially outdoors, is really going to do that much to affect what's going on the front. Anyway, I think that should just about do for this video, and hopefully this one hasn't been distorting and clipping the input the way a lot of these recent Rode microphones have been. Anywho, I'll leave it at that, and I will be doing a whole bunch more things with this micro, because the Micro 1 is my favourite vlogging mic of all time. Hopefully this is going to become my next favourite vlogging microphone of all time. I'm David Harry, thank you very much for watching this video, take care and goodbye now.